Hello. Welcome to Talk Comics to me. I'm Champenstein.
I'm Heather.
And we're here to talk about comics. And Heather will go first.
I'll go first. I got a lot to say about this one. Okay, this is Dragon Age. This is Blue Wraith. This is
Oh, I thought you said Blu-ray. It's like, that's not a Blu-ray.
This is Dragon Age on Blu-ray. This is issue number 1. This 3-part series is following my favorite character in the entire game series, Fenris. He was
I don't know him.
He's one of the main characters in the second game, which the second game itself was pretty mediocre, but the characters that came out of it were fucking great.
All right.
So this kind of deals with where he went after the events of Kirkwall, which is what happened at the end of the second game.
Okay.
So it kind of operates under the idea that, like, whether or not he stays with Hawk, and then what Hawk does during, like, Inquisition and stuff, Fenris decides that he is better off on his own doing what he needs to do. And what he needs to do is hunt fucking slavers and kill them. Because if you know, if you know anything about Fenris, his whole backstory is he was kind of kidnapped, essentially.
Is that what the tattoo is?
Yes. So what register from the Teventer Imperium. The tattoo on his back were forced lyrium tattoos. That's what gives him his ability to fight and stuff like that.
Right.
So in the second game, you work with him to hunt down his old master and kill him for what he had done for him. Yeah, done to him. So in this, he continues with that, and he is hunting down all the other slavers and killing them.
All right.
Because he doesn't think that elves need to be. There's a little more to it than that, because one of the main characters in here, her dad is technically a slaver. He goes missing. She's trying to find him, and she runs into him.
All right.
So, yes, I'm very, very excited. I love Fenris, and I am just very pleased that he has his own comic now. That's all.
I will talk about one of my favorite books. Damn it, I was trying to keep him down.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Mega. You're going down, buddy.
I have one of my favorite books, Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. I almost called him Jimmy Man's Superman's best friend.
Jimmy Man's best pal. Super Olsen.
So this is just Jimmy is getting away from Gotham after all of the hijinks ensue with Batman.
The prank war.
And this kind of just goes more into just like Jimmy is with his psychiatrist, and she's like, there's so many different types of Jimmy Olsen, and it's just, I don't know, every time I'm just like, this is one of my favorite issues, but this is one of my favorite issues. There's like a cute little gag with like little Olsens where they look like Peanuts characters.
Oh my God, I need to see that.
And I love Peanuts, and then that just like sold me. I was like, I will die for Jimmy Olsen. I'll die for this book.
I don't even know Jimmy, and I would die for him.
Like, look at
the little Olsens.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's perfect. I'm just so pleased by this book. I know it's stupid, but I read it at the beginning of work today, and I just had a great time. And like, he's having an interview at the Daily Planet, and he's just showing them all these photos, and they're just talking about how he's rich and how he wouldn't have like the gumption to try to do more. And they come across this photo, and he's like, oh, let me tell you how I did this. And it's just, I don't know. It's great. Jimmy Olsen's wholesome. I love him.
I love that. I don't need a salary.
I'm going to talk about The Question, The Death of Vic Savage. This is a Black Label book. I like this one more than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt like less like I was reading a book that was written by an incel. It followed, like, the whole idea is that The Question has led many lives or different lives in the past. So this one is kind of covering his cowboy life.
I love when, like, people writing comics, they just don't know what else to do. And they're like, you know what? Let's make him a cowboy. Because I feel like that's been happening a lot more in the books that I've been reading is they just like randomly are like,
it's a cowboy now. And the next issue, he's going to be like a detective, like seems like a hard-boiled detective type thing in the 40s. So I don't know. It's I liked this issue way more. It was interesting. One of those Jeff Lemire, I'm confused moments, as always.
I was going to tie it up in one more issue. Wait, it is 3, right?
I thought it was 3, but maybe it's more.
Okay. I just assumed it was going to be 3 because aside from that,
I suppose they're in the 1940s, which isn't like a huge jump to where they are now. But it could be like endless almost, you know, like there's so much time.
Maybe it's like that Joker and Harley Criminal Sanity where they were like, let's just do 15 issues.
I don't understand that at all, though.
I don't.
Okay. On with the show.
Okay. And we're moving. This is Buffy and Angel, the event Hellmouth, number 4 or 5.
You said 45.
Number 45. This is Buffy dealing with the realization that she is working with Angel, who is a vampire.
Spoiler alert.
If you guys didn't know.
And she's just like, vampires, no. And she won't listen to anything Angel's trying to say to her. And she's being very much of a teen about it.
Very. It does make sense. Like when you say that, I realize now that she is a teenager. I always forget that, you know, she's like, what, 17?
Yeah.
So I get it. I get it. But still, man, grow up. You're a fucking slayer. You need to be
definitely have the chance for sure. But anything else coming out of this?
No. No, that was it.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the issue is that, I mean, besides the big ending, which you know.
Can't spoil. I won't do it this time.
But yeah, just Hellmouth shit, yeah?
Yeah, and the art in this is incredible. It's so good. That's it.
Art, great.
Yeah, the art is tier.
Is it you or me?
I can go.
Okay.
So I have, this is Archie and Katie Keene. This is Archie number 710, but it's number 1 of...
Excuse me. Sorry.
Number 1 of the Archie and Katie Keene series. So I am pleased to announce that the art is back to how it was before the Archie and Sabrina saga, which makes me very happy because I love this art. The downside to this series is there is a hot new woman in town named Katie Keene who makes her own clothes, and she's an artist and stuff, and she takes the attention away from Archie, and he's not okay with it.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's seriously all that happens in this one. Like, she just shows up randomly, sings at a concert, and Archie was like, but you guys didn't even pay attention to me. And they're like, well, you know, she's new, she's hot, like she makes her own clothes, she writes her own music and stuff. And he's like, yeah, but I do too.
But it's a girl.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna see, what is it? In the preview for the next one, it says something like Archie isn't happy.
Archie isn't happy.
Yeah, Katie Keene's musical debut has got everyone talking. Unfortunately, it also means that no one's talking about Archie. So, you know, it's my whiny little boyfriend.
Love my whiny son.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God, I'm stuck to this chair again.
Always.
Yeah. No, someone did not feed me. I was taking a drink.
All right. Now I have Runaways. This is issue number 29. This is, what's it called? What's the name of this story arc?
Runaways.
Cannon Fodder Part 5.
Okay.
Runaways is the name of the comic.
Well, you know.
This just talks about more about Doc Justice and what the Just J team is what they call the group. The J team of the past and how they all ended, which was not good.
Okay.
Basically all the J teams have died.
Oh. And
Doc Justice has married like several of his princess justices, and it's a whole thing. Rainbow
Baby, what is you doing?
It's I can't tell you why 100%, but I think it's the idea that like somebody's trying to use them for not necessarily for their powers, but to try to like gain fame as well as like still helping people. I don't know, it's weird. It's very strange. I like it a lot. I like this issue a ton because they have this really cool, like there's this cool pages, if I can find like full pages at the dinner table.
Oh, I love that.
Where they had just come back from a mission, and then the next page is like the full team, and then like the ghosts of all of the J team past.
Are those all the princesses?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. That's cute.
Yeah. So it's
Does Anka do the art in that one?
No, it's still the other artist.
For some reason it looked a lot like Anka.
Yeah, no, the other artist, I don't know if their style is 100% like similar to his, but at least reminiscent in this. Yeah. Like I said, when they switched artists, I didn't even notice. And it was really streamlined.
Because I know he's still doing the covers, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have Lola Woods. This is issue number 2. I'm still, I don't know. I need to go back and read the first issue and the second issue together to see if maybe I just missed something, because I kind of felt confused this issue, but just dynamics between like in relationships and them, like the two main characters kind of seemingly being split apart.
I always get the Hill House ones mixed up. Like, which one is that again?
This is the one where the girls go to a movie.
Okay.
And they wake up and like the movie's been over for a while, but it seems like they've been outside and there's something like supernatural in the woods. It seems like works.
Still spooky?
Still spooky. It's just, like I said, it's just weird. I can't 100% figure out what's going on, I guess. And they've been split up now just because they got in like a huge argument at a party. If I was either one of them, I would have been very embarrassed. Like, it was in front of everybody. It was like one of those fights where you're just like, oh no,
this should not be happening.
You didn't mean to do this, but it's happening. And now everybody's watching. And now you're just going to die later because you're embarrassed or whatever spooky shit's going to come out of the woods and kill you.
You're going to get spooked.
I don't know. Okay, next. I'm ready.
Okay. So we both have Red Mother.
Oh, you got the red cover.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. She said, it's the blood one. I was like, yeah, it's a horror. Like, there's going to be blood in it.
The letters are different colors. Hers are red and mine are white.
All makes sense now.
I thought that's what you...
But I thought it was something to do. I didn't realize it was like the actual...
I understand now.
Yeah, it was
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, it's fine. But anyway, a little more about this.
Red Mother. So the first issue, a woman and her boyfriend are on a walk. He gets killed. Her eye is taken from her, and she starts seeing things in red that are weird and supernatural and spooky.
Yes. And in this one, the visions seem to be happening more often than not. Speeding up, if you will.
Yeah.
They are just happening all the time now. But she's, talking to a therapist, seeing this spoopy red thing. This art is just incredible.
Yeah, the art is really great.
And then she goes to her boyfriend who's missing now. She goes to his apartment and runs into his brother, and they have a little conversation. She gets a box full of her things, but there's more.
Yeah, the ending of this book was really confusing to me, but in a way that, that means it's probably going to be.
And I feel like
revealed.
Yeah, I feel like the whole thing that she gets is confusing, but I feel like it's also important to note that she creates puzzles. Like, that was a job that she had done, was she loves like making puzzle games. So I feel like that was mentioned in here because it's going to be important later on. But yeah, she's struggling with the fact that her boyfriend is missing. She has a fake guy that is giving her visions of demons, and she can't control it.
That's a good summary.
Yeah.
You did it.
I did it.
Nailed it.
Yep.
All right. I have Batman's Grave. This is issue number 4. This is Warren Ellis book with Brian Hitch doing the art.
Can I see that?
Yeah.
Has Warren Ellis been doing all of them?
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's the only reason I started picking up this Batman book.
That makes sense.
Because God knows I don't need another Batman book. And this one is just, punching and fighting and Alfred being sassy.
But look at that butt.
But look at that butt. This definitely brings, there's just a whole mystery surrounding everything. There's something going on in Gotham more. And you have to read this. I laughed out loud because it's wildly overcompensate. That's just perfectly not a Batman line. And also just what kind of snark is he doing?
Yeah.
Is Warren Ellis just you know what? Fuck it. Batman's just going to make fun of himself now.
I love that.
There was another line in there. I should have written them down because I was oh yeah, there's a few things I want to talk about. But that one got me. And there's one other one where he was just kind of the same way. But
that one's pretty good.
Yeah. Just definitely, if you want a Batman punching book, this is definitely it.
Yeah, there's tons of punching here. Batman's got a nice little beefy butt. It looks good.
There's no penis.
There is no penis, but
that's fine.
But safe enough.
Put the penis back in Batman. That's not what I meant to say. I mean, that's what I meant to say, but that's not how I meant to say it. It's fine.
It's they told everyone in Birds of Prey that they're not allowed to be hot.
Oh my god. We can't.
I'm sorry.
We don't have time to go into that.
Yeah, we won't
now.
do that today.
And then I have Undiscovered Country number 3. I read this, and Heather has to read it maybe.
Time has not been on my side the last few days.
So I gave this a quick read just because I wanted to see what happened. And I did enjoy this issue more than 1 and 2. I still don't care about any of the characters. They bring in this whole idea of time being different in the United States, and the scientist, how he comes to those conclusions is kind of interesting. And I like the idea that they put behind that. But in general, yeah, I still didn't really get me. I suppose just because I don't I don't care about the characters, and this world is very kind of one-dimensional in its own way, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Not that it's a bad book.
My man Matt doing the coloring, always.
And the art is really good. I really do enjoy that. And it's just like I said, it's not, the story's just not bad. I just it's not for me. So
not my type of interest.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about it too. I'll have to read this when I get into work tonight.
So there's just some things about just just a little bit too much. Okay, you go. All right, I'm just going to knock these two out together because, as I just mentioned, time is not on my side. I woke up late today, didn't have a chance to read these, so got Valkyrie number 7 and Avengers number 29. I actually am very disappointed that I wasn't able to read the Avengers because I'm back on board with it. There were a few issues where I was not really interested in where the story was going, but this one I am actually into. Black Widow is a part of the team right now, and she's got this incredible fucking weird mecha suit thing that Tony had made for her. Looks great. They're in space. It's they told her she couldn't be hot.
That's exactly what it was. It's crazy. But yeah, they're all in space. They're fighting against Silver Surfer and the other Guardians. Well, when I say Guardians, I mean Silver Surfer and his brothers.
Yeah. His brothers.
Well, I swear that's how he introduced him in one, these are my brothers. And then there were 2 other people I'd never seen before. But anyway, Thor is still trying to fight off that brood infection that, oh, damn it.
Ruin stuff for you.
Yeah, I just spoiled the scene for myself. Yeah, Thor is still trying to fight off that brood infection. they're all doing their own things. Blade is like sick because I can't remember what they had called it, but his vampirism doesn't work for him when they're in space.
No, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So yeah, they're all.
Why is that? No, never mind. You haven't read it.
Yeah, well, I can't remember what they had said, like, because it happens in the last issue where they're too close to something or too far away from something else. I can't remember, but it's like fucking with him and like making him sick.
Okay.
That's part of the reason why Ghost Rider and Black Widow are like trying to get away because they have him.
Okay.
And then they get stopped by Silver Surfer and stuff. And so I'm kind of holding on to this. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't care about spoilers for myself in this one, so I'm just gonna like flip through. But it doesn't look like anything happens. So we'll see.
Okay. And on that note, I also have comic books.
These are my books.
These are the books I read. This is issue number 56 of Aquaman. This is an issue that's not written by Kelly Sue DeConnick.
What?
Yeah.
Who's it written by?
Fuck, what was this guy's name?
Jeff Higgins?
Jeff Higgins.
I just made that up. It sounded like a good name.
No, it's in the back book. Kyle Higgins.
Oh, Kyle.
And Aaron Lopresti does the art, and Matt Ryan is on the inks.
Yo.
And Romulo Fajardo Jr. I probably fucked that up. Sorry, guys. It's on the colors. So if you wanted to know all that, that's what it is. This issue kind of goes back in time, and before Mara was pregnant, and when her and Aquaman first got engaged, and they have this big fight with the Trench, which is just like some underwater gross boys.
Our name should be the Trench.
Underwater gross boys.
Yeah, the Trench will feed, and it's just us when we're in sassy moods. I really like that. I think it's better than the Gruesome Twosome. I think the Trench is like perfect because we're like a black hole. Sorry.
Aquaman and Mara have a whole conversation about having children and how they want to have children in the future, maybe, but they're kind of busy fighting for the good of the world. In the end, the Trench let them go, which they think is really odd. And as I think about it, it's probably because she's pregnant at the time.
Probably. And they're like, the Trench is probably just like, you know what? You guys need to learn how to communicate in like a timely fashion. So we're going to let you go. You figure out how to apologize to each other.
Well, this is before.
No, I know. They know what's going to happen. They're like, you have communication issues. We can just tell them in the future this is going to be a big problem.
That's good. Okay, and last. Yeah.
All right, we have safe sex.
Well, we do have safe sex.
This is
not together. But
yeah,
separately.
I was like, speak for yourself. This is issue number 5. This is the naughty people all end up going to a party for the
party.
Oh, it's called the party. Damn. That's why it didn't sound right. So the sex workers all end up going to a party hosted by the party where they're trying to infiltrate and save people.
Yeah.
Among which is Avery's husband, George.
I can't. Yeah, maybe that might be right.
Hell yeah. But of course it doesn't, nothing works out the way they want it to. But you'll get to see, I don't know, how well they all work and like,
can get things done.
Yeah, like they're all used to kind of operating on the down low, I guess, like without letting people know. So they're really good at pretending to be something that they're not, which I thought was very interesting to see.
Yeah, I also like the idea of them just kind of uncovering everything that's been happening. And I mean, they obviously knew this wasn't going to go perfectly though, right?
Right.
So
yeah, because one of the people they are trying to liberate, I guess, save, is Jones, who was in case you don't remember us talking about it at any point, she was one of the main ringleaders of the Dirty Mind, the sex club. And she is also the partner, lover of, I was doing so good with names.
Yeah.
One of the main, Sylvia. I mean, sometimes people just don't want to be saved.
Yeah. Or they think they have already been saved.
Right. But it does go a little more in depth to that. There's a really, really good interview at the very end of this book with Justin Hall, who does a lot of erotic comics, queer comics. They're really good. And then there's also, I guess I never really, like, I've seen these before, but I never really like looked at them. But they have a playlist for every issue, and the playlists are actually really, really good. I was very pleased when I was looking at what songs they had. But yeah, this cannot recommend this book enough.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, I love all the creators on it. I think they include a lot of little freebies, which I think are very, very cool. I wonder if that's always what it's called. The sex work superheroes.
I can't remember, but I feel like it is.
But they always include like an interview or like information about a fellow sex worker, which I am into. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
But this is oh god, sorry. Justin Hall, the guy that they do the interview with, this is one of the comics that he has created. And
what is it called?
Theater of Terror, Revenge of the Queers. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I recommend that to everyone. I think that's a very good comic to read. It's very informative too.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. We did it. Always on Wednesdays.
Yes. Thank you for bearing with us today. I got a lot of sleep. That's not what I meant.
I mean, we barely made it here today.
Yeah. I woke up too late, and that's why I'm not quite here. That's it. But thank you.
Have a good day. Bye, comics. We'll see you on the flippity flip.
Yeah. Bye.